Hello everyone, I'm Professor Ju from JNY Crochet, and in today's class I'm going to teach you step by step how to make this super simple, quick, easy, and very economical rug. To make this rug here, we're only going to use number 6 yarn. I used just one color. I used burgundy here, and the crochet hook will be a 3.5mm hook. Before we start the class, I want to ask you to leave a like for me and share the video if you enjoyed this project that I brought to share with you here on the channel today. And if you want to improve your crochet skills, come learn crochet in depth with me during the Crochet Rug Week, an online and free event, only from Monday to Sunday. It will only be available for those 7 days. To participate, just sign up on my website. Click below, learn more, and secure your spot. By working the piece the way I'm going to show you throughout the lesson, with this number of stitches and this number of rows, my rug ended up measuring 60 by 40 centimeters. And I used 175 grams of material here. If you want to make this piece bigger or smaller, you can do that too. I'll give you instructions so you can increase the length of the piece throughout the lesson. So everyone, I hope you enjoy it. Enjoy the lesson. Let's go step by step. To start here, we're going to take our yarn, our hook, and make the slip knot. And I'm going to make a chain here with 50 chain stitches. After finishing the 50 initial chains, we're going to start the first row. Now make 3 more chains here to serve as the first double crochet. I'm going to go back here to the 5th chain from the hook and make a double crochet on top of that chain. I'm going to keep working a double crochet on top of each foundation chain until we reach the end of our chain, of the starting chains. After working a double crochet in each foundation chain, we'll get here. At that point, this part will be finished. So this first row, now we're going to turn the piece to the other side so we can start our next row, which we will do as follows. We're going to start here with 2 chains. I'll go back here into this double crochet here. Base double crochet, and I'm going to work a total of 3 double crochets into it. All the double crochets in the same place, in the same base stitch. I've made this little point here. Now I'm going to make a chain, skip 1 base stitch, and in the next one I'll place a double crochet. Now I'm going to work on the rest of this row. Always making 2 chains, I skip 2 base stitches, and in the next one I place a double crochet. 2 chains, skip 2 base stitches, and in the next one I place a double crochet. And I keep working like this until I reach the end of the row. Finishing up working the whole row here, and then when we get to the end, we'll have this last little empty space here, this empty square here, with a double crochet, 2 chains, and a double crochet. And then here at the end, we'll have this double crochet and these 2 other double crochets here from the previous row that haven't been worked yet. Here at the very end, we're going to make a chain. I'm going to skip this first stitch here, and in the next one I'll work into it. Making 3 double crochets into it here, and a half double crochet into it as well. And this way we'll have this finished edge at the end of the row as well. And then we'll have a total of 15 empty spaces here along our row. If you want to count, just to make sure you have the right number of spaces here, you can count. Not counting this little space here from the chain, okay? So we don't count this little space here from the chain. Starting from this first space here made by a double crochet, 2 chains, and another double crochet. We will have 15 spaces, 15 little squares here along the row. And now we can go ahead and turn here. Our work to the other side so we can start our next row. This next row here will already be the start of our second repeat. It's a row that's going to be exactly like this first row we worked here. The only difference is that the base stitches won't be chains anymore. They'll be these stitches we worked here in this last row. And to start, we'll also need to make slip stitches here until we reach this double crochet. So I work slip stitches here until I get to this last double crochet of this edging here that we made here in this row. Here I make a slip stitch on top of this double crochet. We can already start our next row by making 3 chains here to serve as the first double crochet. And working 1 double crochet on top of each base stitch. So here in this 1 chain space from the previous row, we make 1 double crochet. On top of the double crochet from the previous row, we also make a double crochet. Here, in this space of 2 chains, we are going to place 1 double crochet for each chain. So we will make 2 double crochets here in this space. On top of the double crochet, we make another double crochet. And like this, we keep working through this whole row. So this part here in the middle of the piece, the middle of the row, we will always place a double crochet on top of another double crochet. And 2 double crochets inside the space because we made 2 chains in the previous row. This way we will fill this entire row with double crochets. I finished working here. And then, when we get to the end of the row, we'll have this end section work like this. We'll have this last double crochet on top of the double crochet from the previous row. 1 double crochet here in this little space of 1 chain from the previous row. And 1 double crochet right here on top of this first double crochet from the edging that we made in the previous row. This way we finish our row here, so we have the whole row filled with stitches. Double crochets just like we had in the first row. It was exactly the same step-by-step process. And then the next row will follow the same steps as this one. It will be exactly the same. We're going to turn it to the other side. And here we're going to start by making 2 chains. I'll come right here into this same base stitch, this double crochet here. And I'm going to put 3 double crochets on top of it, 1 stitch, I have this little edging point here. Now I'm going to make a chain, skip 1 base stitch, and in the next one I make a double crochet. And for the rest of the row, we're just going to make 2 chains, skip 2 base stitches, and in the next stitch I make a double crochet. That way I'll have this empty block here with a double crochet, 2 chains, and a double crochet. I'm going to repeat this, working like this until I reach the end of the row. So, I'll always make a double crochet here, 2 chains, always skip 2 double crochets from the base, and in the next one I make a double crochet. 2 chains, skip 2 base stitches, in the next one a double crochet, and that's how we keep working here until the end. As you could see and follow here, it's going to be exactly the same, okay? It's going to be the same step-by-step process we used in this second row. So, that's why we call it a repeat. We're just going to keep repeating it, right? It's going to be exactly the same process. And that's how we'll work all the following rows. You'll just keep repeating these same 2 rows throughout the piece. After you finish these 2 rows, you'll go back to the first row of the repeat. Do this one, then do this one, and then go back to this one. And that's how we keep going here until we reach the size we want for our project, for our piece. I'm going to work as many rows as I need to get the size I want. And as soon as I finish, I'll come back to show you. I'll tell you the number of rows and also give the final tips. Remember, if you have any questions while making it, you can rewind the video. Go through the step-by-step for these 2 rows again so you can keep working through the whole piece. So here guys, I finished working my rows until I reached the size I wanted for the piece. And then the last row we're going to work will be a row all in double crochet. It'll be this row here from our repeat. This way we can already finish our work here by fastening off the yarn. In my case here, my piece ended up with 37 rows. I got the size I wanted for my piece here, but if you want to make it bigger and longer, you can work more repeats. Keep making the rows until you reach the measurement you want for your piece. You can make a bigger rug, or you can also make a runner to create a complete set for your kitchen, or even to sell. If you want to make this rug longer or shorter, I've already explained to you that you just need to change the number of rows. So you can make more or fewer rows to adjust and make the piece just the way and the size you want. Now, if you want to change the width of the rug, what you need to do is change the number of starting chains. Whenever you want to change it, whether to make it bigger or smaller, you need to follow the rule of adding or subtracting in multiples of 3 chains from the base number I showed you here in this lesson. So you increase or decrease there, but always in multiples of 3 chains. So you go from 50 chains to 53, 56, 59 and so on. Or you go down, always subtracting in multiples of 3 chains from these 50 base chains that we start this project with. And if you want to learn how to change the size of any crochet rug, you should join my Crochet Rugs Week. Go to my website to join, jnycrochet.com.br, secure your spot because spots will be limited. Only during these 7 days, so hurry up and join if you don't want to miss this chance. If you enjoyed this class, leave me a like, share this video and subscribe to the channel as well. I'll be really happy to see you here more often on my channel following my classes. And if you want to improve your crochet skills, learn exclusive projects, brand new designs, tips, and unique techniques, come join my crochet club. To join the club, click the link I'll leave here in the video description, go to my website and there you can learn more and join. Our website is jnycrochet.com.br. So that's it for today everyone, I hope you enjoyed it. If you made yours too, take a nice photo and share it with me on Instagram. And that's it for today. I'll stop here for now, but we'll meet again in the next class. Big hugs and see you then.